Okay, Julie Reynolds, Summerville housewife. I'm at Rustic Muffin. I'm excited about this one.
Hey, I'm Tom Leggett. I'm the owner of the Rustic Muffin here in Summerville.
All right, it is a beautiful morning and I have questions. Okay, I need you to tell us how this all got started.
So I'm wrapping up 25 years in the military, and I was looking for something where my career will inevitably end and it's time to retire. So I was looking into small businesses. I spent the last 20 some years driving boats and ships for the Coast Guard. After the high stress stuff in the Coast Guard and deployments and all that stuff, I just wanted something very chill and low key. I wanted to get into a coffee roasting, coffee shop, and then I kept looking around local places and restaurants, and met up with a broker, said, hey, I'm interested in getting a coffee roaster. And he's like, okay, well, there's none listed, but I'll keep an eye out for you. So time goes on, I see this restaurant I might be interested in my hometown, or in the town we live in, West Ashley. And he's like, yeah, I remember you from before. I'll send you that info, but by the way, I just listed a coffee shop a week ago. I was like, well, cool, send me the information and I'll go check it out. So he sent it to me, and living in West Ashley, coming all the way up here, it to me felt like going to a different state. So I never ever came up here. And so the next day I decided to drive up here first thing in the morning. I walked through the door. I was greeted by who now I know is the manager. She recommended I get the Hungry Man sandwich on an Asiago bagel, and I got a coffee. And I didn't tell him I was interested in buying. I was doing a secret shopper thing, because it's all like non-disclosure. You can't really tell anybody about it, unlike buying houses where you can just tell the whole world. So I got my food and my drink, and I sat in the corner and I just watched. Watched how the staff interacted, looked at the menu, looked at the cleanliness of the store, and watched how they interacted with customers. And I saw that everybody was coming in and out of the doors. The drive-through was full. I was like, man, this is great. So the sandwich was amazing, and the coffee was phenomenal. And I was like, this is perfect. It's kind of like love at first sight. So talked to the wife. Before that, I was like, honey, I got a great idea. And she always knows that whenever I say that, it's usually something crazy. So I told her, I was like, I love this place. And I called the broker back, Chase, and I was like, all right, man, this is it. Let's do it. And then a couple months later, here we are. So the business has been here since 2018. You know, the previous owners added the truck on a few years ago. And there's been a lot of people that have come back in since we've taken over back in February. And a lot of the comments we hear is, we used to come here all the time, but the prices were a little too high. So after we've taken over, they've been coming back. Almost every day I hear that. And one of the things is all the reviews we've read, you know, we've taken action on pretty much everything. You know, we changed some of the menu items. We lowered prices on pretty much everything on the menu.
If I've never been here before, tell me everything that you have to offer.
So I like to say we have the best bagels in Charleston. They are literally mixed and made in New York and sent to us to bake off. So I think they're the best in Charleston. I may be a little bit biased, but I also said that before I bought the place. We have amazing muffins, got all kinds. My favorite is the cappuccino or the French toast. There's also another one called Raisin Bran, which I think I'm the only one that likes it. I think it's pretty good. We also do coffee drinks. We do lemonade, boba. We do breakfast and lunch sandwiches. A lot of deli meats, or we can do, you know, sausage, egg, and cheese, kind of build your own. We can do custom cheesecakes to order. Actually, we have somebody picking one up today for their birthday. So if they're watching, happy birthday. And kind of like anything you'd like. We have an amazing baking staff who can pretty much whip up anything. We just introduced a new thing called a cruffin. It's a croissant muffin, and Mel, our head baker, likes to put, you know, either like cannoli filling or like a pastry cream and some sort of like raspberry or strawberry on top, and it's amazing. The cinnamon sugar one's really good too. But pretty much everything on the menu I like, and not because I have to say that. I really think it's all good.
So if I was really rushed on time and I ran in here, and you said, look, if you can only get one thing, what would it be?
French toast muffin.
I'm getting that today. Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper. What do you think that makes the Rustic Muffin so special?
So the motto is your neighborhood coffee house, and it's a place where you can just come in, you can sit down, you can get something to eat or drink, and you can just kind of hang out and relax. And that's exactly what I was going for when I wanted to open up my own place. Is it's just a place for people to congregate. We have a lot of Bible study groups that come in here every morning, and they just sit. I mean, everybody's just relaxed and quiet, and they get their drinks, their food, whatever, and they just sit there and chat. And for those who are on the go, we have the drive-through. We also partner with DoorDash and some delivery services for those who either can't leave their house or just want to stay at home. Yeah, I just like the small coffee shop feel especially for the local neighborhoods. They can just come in. We have people that have been coming here for 8 years, and every Sunday they come in and get our cinnamon rolls. Probably my favorite part of the job is just getting to meet and talk with people. We have our regulars that come in. We have different groups that come in throughout the week. We have a Tuesday, Friday group. We have a Monday group, working on a Wednesday group, and they just come in, and as they sit down, I just walk up and get to meet new people. And especially going through the drive-through, like when they're waiting for their food or their drinks, I'll just go ask them how their day's going and see if they want to see us add anything, subtract anything, change how we're doing things. Because the way I look at it is we are a customer service business. We are here to provide something that people want.
Okay, I can't help but not notice the Rustic Muffin wagon behind us.
Yeah, so that's Muffy. That is our food trailer, and that is an extension of the shop. So we carry pretty much everything that the store has on the truck. We have one main person who runs the truck, Savannah. She's amazing, and it is essentially her truck. She loads it all out, makes the menus. She has full reign of the menu design. She makes the specials, the drinks, the food, and she is the heart and soul of that thing. And we take that to neighborhoods. We have a recurring Wednesday event that we do at Thorn Health around the corner. Every Wednesday we come out, and we went to neighborhoods. We were down at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center yesterday for a food truck rodeo. But it's our way to take what we have and take it everywhere.
How about catering? Do y'all do that?
We do. We have two options. We can either go through our website, therusticmuffin.com, or we partner with Easy Cater, and we can cater pastry trays, sandwiches, pretty much anything on the menu we can put on a tray and either have delivered or deliver ourselves. Wednesday I did an order for 228 muffins. So our baker was in here pretty early, and I was too, and delivered it down to FedEx.
Let's talk about the personal side of all this. Since you have like a military background in this, are you finding it relaxing and a little bit more different from that high stress job that you had for so many years?
Yeah, there's a lot less admin that I have to deal with here. In the military, there's reports, there's data calls, there's the deployments part of it, there's the stress of the job that's inherently comes with it, there's the dangerous aspect of it of going out to sea, being hundreds of miles offshore. There's none of that. I like the low-key aspect of it, but it's fun, when there's a line to or out the door and we got to get all these orders out. That's a fun kind of stress. I enjoy that much more than in my younger years, where I liked the big waves and going fast and doing all the crazy high-risk missions that I did before. This is fun to me now.
How about the future for the Rustic Muffin? What's the because I see the food truck over here, and you're really well established here.
So with the food truck, it gives me the opportunity, or gives us the opportunity, to expand outside of Summerville. We've gone to Mount Pleasant. You have to get a license wherever you're going to serve. So I expanded the previous owner's license portfolio down to Charleston City, mainly West Ashley, where I'm from, and I would like to, in 5-ish years, open one of these in West Ashley. Between the staff, my wife and I looking around, finding other options, changing some logistics, the point of sale system, we're able to lower prices for everybody to make it affordable. Because my wife and I, we have 4 kids, and I wouldn't want to go to a place for all of us to eat and pay over $100 for food, especially breakfast food or coffee. So if it can't appease our budget as a family of 6, I wouldn't expect anybody else to come in and pay the high prices. So we lowered the prices a couple weeks ago, I believe, back in March, and we've been doing great. A lot of people came in, said, I haven't been here in so long, but I heard it changed hands, so we wanted to come give you another try. And we absolutely love having new people coming in, trying us out. And as you can see, the driveway or the drive-through is getting a little packed.
That's really exciting. And that must make you really proud for the growth and the success of this business.
It is. It's a little nervous, a little nerve-wracking about it, but once my wife and I get comfortable here, and we're used to the driving, about 45 minutes each way. But when I come in the morning, it's usually about 3 or 4 o'clock, although today I came in a little late. I slept in about an hour, so I got here at 5. The traffic's not bad, but on the way home, traffic's a little rough. The opportunity to expand down there is very appealing, and I just think we have a great thing going here, and I want to share it with the rest of the Low Country area.
Do you have any words for your future clients or future customers that haven't been here before? Anything you'd like to tell them?
So there's a lot of options out there with different places to go. We are a legit locally owned mom and pop shop, and the mom side of it is at home taking the kids to school right now, and then she'll be up here later. But I think we have a great thing going after being stationed all over the country and the world. I've never found a place that has what I call the rustic vibe, and it's just a cool spot to come check out. Like I said, we got the best bagels in Charleston, and we just have a great thing going, and I think everybody should come out and check us out.
So can you tell us a little bit more about your location, where are we located, and getting here?
So we are at the end of Nexton Parkway on the corner of State Road and Nexton Parkway, right outside of Cane Bay, and it's a couple ways you can get to us. You used to be able to turn left into the parking lot leaving State Road, but the state has installed this median all the way down the road to about 100 yards past our entrance. So what a lot of people do is they end up taking a U-turn around the median to get in here. The other option is you can come down south on State Road, take a right, or you have to go all the way around the neighborhood down Sheep Island Road and then take a right on the State Road. So it's a little inconvenient. I've noticed that while sales and we're busier than we have been, overall revenue from the previous year is about down about 20% from last year. And the only thing that's changed, obviously from us buying, but is that median got installed right around the time we closed on the deal for this place, and it's based on the time period, we're down 20% of revenue. So we've been working with Veteran Recovery Coalition and some of our elected officials, and Mark Smith has been out here, and Johnny Cribb, the county supervisors, expressed our concerns about it, and we've been working with them to try and find a way around that, either cut a hole in it, take it out, whatever, but it makes it really inconvenient to get to us when you're coming from the Goose Creek area, coming out of Cane Bay, without going literally 2 miles out of the way to come all the way around to see us. But however you get to us, I think it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it. Well, look, I appreciate your time, and it was really nice to be here, and I can't wait to go back in here and look on the menu and get some more stuff. So from us to you guys, we're out of here. He's got work to do. I've got some food to eat. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks.